Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Joe with Jonose Cigars, back for the second edition of Special Occasion Smokes at the Jonose Cigar channel. And I've been saving this one for a special occasion to mark the 1-year anniversary of the Jonose Cigar channel. I think this is a very good occasion to take this one out. And it is my very first Opus X by Arturo Fuente. As I'm sure you are aware, if you follow cigars in any way, Opus X is kind of like the crown jewel of Arturo Fuente's entire line, and it's kind of a coveted cigar in general because it's always been marked as a super premium in the premium cigars. And right now, Fuente has got a real inventory problem due to some theft and some loss of inventory. So Opus X is definitely going to be on the short list as far as things that are definitely coveted by cigar lovers around the world. I got this one about 4 months ago, so it's been sitting in my humidor nicely, waiting for a good opportunity, and I think this is a good opportunity to do this. This is the Perfection No. 4 size, which is probably one of the smallest in the Opus X line, and that's because I am poor, and I cannot afford the bigger ones, which are over, $35, $40 per stick. So I got the $19 variety, and I'm looking forward to it all the same. It is a Dominican Puro, as per usual for most Arturo Fuente cigars. So Dominican binder, long filler, and wrapper. It's got this nice cedar sheath on it to give it some more marketing appeal. Very beautiful red and gold label. And the pre-light aroma is almost reminiscent of like a sweet gingerbread. Some sweet spice in there as well. And a very light roast coffee and rich natural tobacco. Interesting that this is supposedly a marked as a medium full, kind of on the stronger side, so I wouldn't have guessed that given the pre-light aroma, but we'll see how it goes. It's a very nice coarse feel. Beautiful triple cap on this one as well. This is the Petite Corona, so a 5 1/8 by 43 ring gauge. It's a little guy, but I am expecting great things. And I've got a great single malt scotch, the Lagavulin 16, to go with it. This is going to be a great night. Let's go ahead and get this toasted and lit. Wowie, what a great draw. That was some of the smoothest draw I've ever had. Right now it's very medium bodied on the first puff. And really nice medium flavors. Very gentle through the retrohale as well. We've got a very light and airy smoke with flavors of kind of like gingerbread cookies at this point. A little bit of toasted wood in there as well, and sweet natural tobacco. I'm not expecting any of those flavors off of an Opus X, but again, I've never had one before, so I guess I was expecting a powerhouse, but I stand corrected. Clearly this is very different from what I was expecting. However, the flavors are super clean and super delicious, and the draw is absolute perfection. And as you can see, the smoke output is incredible. Lots of smoke from the draws. Alright, let this one heat up a little bit, and I will catch up as we get a little bit further in. See you then. About 10 minutes in. Flavors have remained unchanged, but still very complex. A little bit of an addition of vanilla in the background on the finish. Really kind of nice to go along with that sweet gingerbread, sweet earth, and kind of a sweet leafy vegetal sort of flavor in there as well. I'm surprised at just how sweet this one is. It's not overwhelmingly sweet, don't get me wrong, and it's not like Maduro sweet, but there's a sweetness there that goes along with that gingerbread that I just wasn't expecting at all, and it's a nice surprise. I just really have been liking the flavors that are coming off of this one. Pretty good burn, not razor sharp at this point, but still fine. Ashes salad with a little bit of flakiness to it. And the aroma is just this really sweet, earth and dried wood sort of aroma coming off the foot. Love everything about it. I've been really taking my time on the draws with this one, trying not to miss anything. It is an Opus X after all, so I'm trying not to just go right through it and not pay any attention. I'm not sure when I'll get another one, so I've got to make the most of it while I have this one. Let this go a little bit further into the second third. See you then. About 20 minutes into the second third. Burn still going fine. Straightening out more than it was before. Ash fell off initially in about an inch chunk. Smaller gauge cigars, they're not going to hold on to the ash quite as long. Even super premiums. Flavors. Spiciness is picking up a little bit, particularly on the finish. And then the spices that are there is the flavor department, not just in the actual spicy feeling on your tongue, but the spicy flavors are becoming more pronounced cinnamon and nutmeg, and more wood characteristics are starting to emerge now too. Smoke output and draw are still great. The aroma is still the same. Love the aroma on this thing. And nothing really else to report. Let this go a little bit further, and I'll catch up with you as we get into the final third. See you then. Well, this is unfortunate. Between the last take that I just did, as I was adjusting the camera to get ready for this one, it went out on me. What the hell? I don't think I did anything wrong. I simply set it down while I was adjusting the camera, and that took all of 30 seconds. And I know I had been waiting at least that much between puffs earlier, so not really sure what the deal was. A little bit strange. Fortunately, that's a mark against it for this one. But everything else is still great. The draw is still good. I have no idea why it just went out on me. Lit it up just fine, and it's doing just fine again. Ash is a little flaky still, but not really sure why it went out like that. Just a little note to add on in there before we get into the final third. See you then. About 40 minutes in. Took a while to come back because I was really just enjoying all the flavors. And boy, there are a lot of flavors, and it's just layer after layer. So there's going to be the sweet gingerbread, there's sweet spice of cinnamon and nutmeg like I mentioned, there's the vanilla in the background like I mentioned. Now there's a little bit of savory barnyard, sweet grass and hay, dried wood, dried leaves, and then natural sweet tobacco in there as well. All of these working together in just this incredible symphony of flavor, which I really, really enjoy. I'm a little taken aback by the way that it just went out like that. I'm not really sure why on earth that happened. I don't get it. It is unfortunate, but it hasn't taken away too much from the experience, which I have been enjoying immensely this entire time. Alright, I think I'm ready to give you a moment of truth so I can just go back and enjoy these as long as possible on my own. No offense. Alright. Jonose score. Oof. I can't give it a 5 puffs because of the burn issue there. And there was one time when I had to do a burn correct on this earlier too. And it was minor, but I just wanted to make sure it kept burning properly before I get further in so I could get the most out of the cigar. So I'm going to have to reluctantly give this one just 4 3/4 puffs. Now I have heard from many people that the Opus X is one of those cigars that just gets better and better and better with age. And like I said, I only had this for 4 months in my humidor, not a super long amount of time. It's fine, it's not going to cut myself short, but all indications point that it would get even better the longer it was stayed in the humidor. So if I ever get another one, I'll probably keep it in there a year or two and see if it's gotten any better after that. But all in all, really, really great experience. Love the flavors on this one, and the smoke output and draw were absolutely perfect. It was just the burn, a little problematic at times, but not super important. Not enough to ruin it, clearly, but certainly enough to keep it from having a perfect score, unfortunately. Alright, thanks so much for joining me for the second of the special occasion smokes in the month of June. I'm really excited to continue the Jonose Cigar channel into the second year. And make sure you click like and subscribe, bottom right corner. Click the icon to subscribe to the Jonose Cigar channel. Until next time, everybody, smoke a good one.